season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready for baseball. Showing the slab in today's game, A.J. Burnett. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Okay, all set to go at the plate for Pittsburgh. Honus Wagner. The count 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. Right side. It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. It features a great veteran presence, Jason Bay.
Boog, what a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can dominate a game at times, be a perennial all-star. He's going to take home some hardware as well. I mean, he's one of the best in the game today and always fun to watch.
Now here is Andrew McCutcheon. Late with the swing there.
2-2 the count.
Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
1-2 now. There's the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. McCutcheon round second on his way to third. Coming home. Cut off, throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And now Jason Bay. That one ripped. De La Cruz going back. Makes the grab. Right on the warning track. And that'll do it. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, and today's starter, Mitch Keller.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first. Luis Ariz stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. A 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Bay brings it in with a nice running grab. And let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And here is Brian De La Cruz. 2-2. And that one in the air center field. Mazeroski hauls it in, 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Gary Sheffield. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're down 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's O'Neal Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground, and that's just foul. Fights it off, you'll see another. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But in some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
So up next, Bill Mazeroski hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A massive home run, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, bases empty, and a run in as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. That
2
one
balls,
missed.
2 strikes.
Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Batting done.
So digging in, Mitch Keller. 2 outs. In the air, right side of the infield. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Pitcher gets himself on base. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Back to the top of the lineup. Honus Wagner will hit next. And the righty deals. Outside. 2-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike on the inside corner. 2-2 now. Burnett, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Bell takes it himself. They limit the damage here. Cannonball coming. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Jake Burger. Kicks and fires. The line to kick the pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. It's 2-2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Wagner with the throw to first. 2 out.
Not shortstop. Gordon.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Gordon. Man on second, 2 down. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. The 2-2 on the way. To third. Into the outfield, base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Pirates 2 and the Marlins 1. On to the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Andrew McCutchen. Right side. Sheffield settles under it. Hauls it in for the out.
The right field, number 21,
Roberto Clemente getting ready to hit. 1 out, bases empty. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Sheffield makes the grab, 2 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 outs, bases empty. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. De La Cruz brings it in for the 3rd out. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for Miami, Christian Bethancourt. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Big swing and a miss.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
The wind of the pitch.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
A.J. Burnett, the next up for the Marlins. 1 down, bases empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
It misses. The count now 2-2. And there's the ball. And a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Luis Arias now at the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bay makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jason Bay. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. One down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And 1-2.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
This to third, and that one finds its way through. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. The 1-1. And another ball.
1 strike.
Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Goes down looking. Pirates lead 1, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ball. Bottom of the inning. Down the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. The 1-2. That one is upstairs.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And now the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. And the pitch. And that's a fair ball.
Up next to the Marlins, the third baseman.
One gone, runner at first. Here's a big power threat, Jake Berger. Keller picks over Sheffield, back in standing. The pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he walked him.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. And a 2-1 on the way. And that's downstairs and outside.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Here comes a pitch. And a strike in there.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if If he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sheffield on second. Berger over at first with one away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two on, one out. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. 3-2.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a good hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found the perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Out, runner at second, and now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That's inside, and it's 2-1. At the belt and fires. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. And that one a little bit high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Bay running hard to get it. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Nick Gordon.
And now, Nick Gordon. Runner at second, 2 down, as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Bounced out to short. Gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple of runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the pitcher, Mitch Keller.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The wind of the pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
Slice to right. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Honus Wagner, the next to hit. And it is 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, right field. Sheffield drifts towards it. Squeezes it. Runner tags it second. Relay throw. Safe. He beats it.
The batter, The center fielder,
Andrew McCutchen will hit next.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a 1-1. That's a little bit low.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Kicks and deals. Strike on the inside corner. Got him swinging.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That was blasted to the moon. His first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 4-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out, and that's some serious exit velo, pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Willie Stargell, the next Pirate to hit. That one missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
We're in the fifth inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Way high. Jason Bay waits on deck for Pittsburgh. 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jason Bay. That one fouled off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. Just missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now a 4-3 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Christian Bethancourt. The pitch. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Johan Oviedo up and throwing. Contreras getting loose as well. Next offer is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one is absolutely belted. If one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
For a pinch hitter, John Birdie. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Bethencourt at second with nobody out. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's second. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Luis.
So the lineup flips over. Luis Arias digs in now. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2. Runner on at third, 1 gone. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had it fooled.
And up next for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. 2 outs.
Inside, ball 2.
Just off the inside edge, Gary Sheffield would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. In the air, right field. Brings it in, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trevor Rogers.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
The wind and the pitch. Good eye right there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he deals. Down. And there's 1 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very good. comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Up next for the Pirates, Bill Mazeroski. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Late on that fastball. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Sixto Sanchez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Garrett also throwing. That one in the dirt. Now 2-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
One down, base is empty. Now he breaks his bat. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. That explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Two outs, base is empty. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Falling behind 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase that time. And the 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So now a pinch hitter, Brian Reynolds. The runner on first with 2 gone for. Runner takes off. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-3. Singy, that's his 99th career homer.
Well, he's probably already thinking about the next one, and don't want to think too hard because you'll start to struggle. 100 is a really nice number to get to, though. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Honus Wagner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th. The lefty fires. And it skips in the dirt. He goes down looking. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johan Oviedo.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's going to be Gary Sheffield. And here it comes. Out towards right center. That's well struck. McCutcheon going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Just missed.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Two now. And that's in the dirt. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two outs. And another ball. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Holderman, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Got it by him for the K. Miami down in order, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen.
The center fielder.
Here's a 1-1.
McCutchen.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
The right fielder, number 21.
Now it's the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that one almost got him. The 2-2. And delivers outside. One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Couldn't time it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's going to be Willie Stargell. Swung on, belted. Chisholm reaching back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
So up next, Jason Bay.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time.
There goes the runner. Ball misses. Throw, save.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now back, the third baseman, O'Neill.
Braxton Garrett will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
O'Neill Cruz now at the plate. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps he's going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Throws to first, and that will end the inning. Nice work from the Miami pen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 6 and the Marlins 3. Back here at Lone Depot Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Josh Bell. The 1-2. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now for the Marlins, Nick Gordon.
Not shortstop.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Kicks and fires. Pitch misses. 2-2.
That's a big bite right there.
Headed towards the corner. Clemente sizes this one up. And there's 2 away.
Now, the catcher, Christian.
And here's the catcher, Christian Bethencourt. The Marlins trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And another ball. Pitch misses there. 3-1. And that's ball 4.
That's up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Mike Lowell.
He's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. McCutchen pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. 1 left for Miami and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Nardi.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
The second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
The pitch.
That's ball 2.
You know, these Pirates, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
In the air, right field. Sheffield puts it away, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher.
And the batter now, Henry Davis.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Bucks go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So the batting order turns over. Luis arrives, getting ready to hit. The pitch.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Clips the corner, and the count's even at 2. Left-hand hitter waits. A punch out there. 1 away. Brian De La Cruz, the next to hit. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And now the lefty. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first and 1 gone. Gary Sheffield, the next up for the Marlins. The pitch. And a foul ball.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a pitch. And that's down and away.
2-2 count.
The 2-2 now. And that just misses.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Roll to short, could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 6 and the Marlins 3. And we're back. Leading off, Honus Wagner. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Andrew McCutcheon will hit next. The line to kick the pitch. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Didn't didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Now this is in the air down the line. Sheffield snags it for the second out.
Now back, the right fielder, Roberto.
2 outs, base is empty. Roberto Clemente, the next Pirate to hit. Up and in, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Now back, the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Marlins 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar. A chance at his first save of the year.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 51, David Bednar.
Now the third baseman, Jake Burger.
The third baseman, Jake Burger.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Pirates leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Here comes a pitch. That one ripped right center field. And it's out of here. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-4.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
Chris, this one got out of here quickly. Let's take another look with the help of StatCast.
Yeah, just a laser of a home run. 113 miles per hour off the bat. But, you know, it wasn't a towering shot by any stretch, and it didn't need to be. That thing was torched.
1 out, base is empty. Josh Bell, the next up for the Marlins. 1 down, base is empty.
2 balls.
Way high
1
there. And a count 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Strike 2.
2-2 count.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch.
Line, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it in the center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Christian Bethancourt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus and pushed through to the finish line.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.